On June 19, 1861, Jose Protasio Rizal Mercado y Alonso Reyalonda was born in Calamba, Laguna. One of the 11 children of Francisco Protasio Rizal Mercado y Alejandro and Teodora Morales Alonso y Quintos. Teodora was born on November 8, 1826 in Manila. She studied in College of Santa Rosa and died on August 16, 1911 at the age of 85. Francisco was born on May 11, 1818 at Biñan, Laguna. He studied at College of San Jose in Manila and died on January 5, 1898 at the age of 80. Siblings of Jose Rizal. Saturnina, also known as Neneng, oldest of the Rizal children and married in Manuel Hidalgo of Tanawan, Batangas. Pasiano, the oldest brother and confidante of Rizal, became a combat general and died on April 13, 1930 at the age of 79. Narcisa, also known as Sisa, married to Antonio Lopez. Olympia, also known as Ipia, was married to Silvestre Obaldo, a telegraph operator from Manila, and died in 1887 from childbirth. Lucia, married to Mariano Herbosa of Calamba, Laguna. Maria, also known as Biang, and married to Daniel Faustino Cruz. Jose, also known as Pepe and Moy. Concepcion, also known as Concha, died of sickness at the age of 3. Josefa, also known as Pangoy. Trinidad, also known as Trining. Soledad, also known as Choleng. His mother was becoming blind during this time, and the young man decided to specialize in ophthalmology in order to help her. He enrolled at the Faculty of Medical Sciences at University of Santo Tomas in 1878 for this purpose. He enrolled at Ateneo de Municipal de Manila and graduated with a degree in land surveying and assessment in 1877. He had a deep interest in arts and thus he went to the Faculty of Arts and Letters for a degree in philosophy at the University of Santo Tomas. He went to Spain to continue his studies and enrolled at the Universidad Central de Madrid, from where he earned his degree in medicine in 1884. He completed another degree in philosophy and letters from the same institute the next year. He had an insatiable thirst for knowledge and went to France to further his knowledge of ophthalmology at the University of Heidelberg. He completed his eye specialization in 1887 under the tutelage of the famous professor Otto Becker. In 1887, while studying medicine in the Universidad Central de Madrid, he wrote the novel Noli Me Tangere. He harshly criticized the Spanish colonial rule in Philippines and wrote of the injustice and brutalities suffered by the native people. His novel was banned by the government due to its cutting contents. He had been exposed to the problematic life under the Spanish government and was aware of the difficulties experienced by the Filipinos. He became the leader of the reform movement of Filipino students in Spain and wrote several articles and essays in the Spanish newspaper La Solidaridad. In 1891, his second novel El Filibusterismo was published as a sequel to his first novel. The novel dealt with dark and violent themes that were considerably different from the theme of its predecessor. The novel profoundly impacted the Philippine society's views about national identity and was banned in some parts of the country for its portrayal of the Spanish government corruption. He returned to Philippines in 1892 as he felt he needed to be in the country to effectively bring about reform. He formed a civic movement called La Liga Filipina which campaigned for social reform through peaceful and legal means. By the early 1890s, the government had branded Rizal an enemy of the state in spite of the fact that he advocated peaceful reform. The authorities were angry with his novels and writings which had exposed the corruption of the Spanish colonial government. He was exiled to Dapitan in July 1892. In Dapitan, he continued his reform work by building a school for young boys, a hospital, and a water supply system. He also taught farming and worked on agricultural projects using abaca and plant used for making rope. By August 1896, a secret society, Katipunan, started a violent revolution. Even though Rizal was in no way associated with the revolution, he was arrested en route to Cuba. He was sent back to Manila where he was tried for rebellion, sedition, and conspiracy and convicted for all these charges. He had been involved with numerous women including Gertrude Beckett, Nelly Vosted, Saiko Usoy, and Leonor Rivera. He had a civil marriage with an Irish woman from Hong Kong named Josephine Bracken. The couple had one son, born prematurely, who died soon after birth. He was a polymath with the exceptional ability to master several subjects and skills. He was a doctor, writer, poet, artist, farmer, educator, and historian. He also had considerable knowledge in the fields of economics, anthropology, dramatics, and sociology. He could speak 22 languages. He was arrested in October 1896 and convicted on charges of sedition, conspiracy, and rebellion. He was sentenced to death. His execution was carried out on December 30, 1896 by a squad of Filipino soldiers of the Spanish Army. Nearly every town and city in Philippines has a street named after this great national hero.